channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start discussing about quantitative aptitude class, and that is your classes 277. We had done the 276 class in the last session, and that is the arithmetical ability, which we have to continue with the simple interest here. So we had done in simple interest, that is your 82th question we had done. Now we discuss about 83rd question of the session, so let's go for the same. So here we'll discuss about the data sufficiency type questions, and where each of the questions that is given below is consists of the statements or and a question or the two statement that will be numbered 1 and 2 that is given it, and you have to decide whether the data provided in the statements is or are sufficient to answer the question. You have to read both the statements and you have to get the answer A if the data in statement 1 alone are sufficient to answer the question, while the data in statement 2 alone are not sufficient to answer the question. You will be going to choose B if the data in the statement 2 alone are sufficient to answer the question, while the data in the statement 1 alone are not sufficient to answer the question. You have to choose C if the data either in statement 1 or the statement 2 alone are sufficient to answer the question. You will choose D if the data in both the statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient to answer the question. You will choose E if the data in both statement 1 and 2 are together are necessary to answer the question. So according to that, you have to answer it out all over it, and we will discuss the approx 8 to 10 questions on that data sufficiency type question, and that will be helpful for you. So before starting with the same, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and everything you can also enjoy the video as well. So let's start it with the data sufficiency type question. So in the data sufficiency type question, so where each of the following given questions of the consist statement a question, and the two statement number 1 and 2 that will be given to the answer the question, you have to read both the statements. So first we'll go for option A. If the data in statement 1 alone are sufficient while the data in statement 2 alone are not answer the question. The another we have here is the B. You will choose B if the data in statement 2 alone are sufficient to answer the question. Where the data in statement 1 alone are not sufficient to answer question. Now you will choose C if the data in statement either statement 1 alone are not sufficient. You will choose C if the data in statement 1 or in statement 2 alone are sufficient to answer the question. Now we have another one, the D one. If the data in both statement 1 and 2 together are not sufficient to answer the question. And you have to choose E if the data in both statement 1 and 2 together are necessary to answer the question. Now we'll go with the questions here so that it will be helpful for you, and that is your 84th question of the session. 83rd question of the session. The question is, what is the rate of the simple interest that has been asked in the bank PO examination paper? The statement 1 is that the total interest earned was rupees 4,000, and the second statement is that the sum was invested for 4 years. So let's go for the same. What is the rate of simple interest? The first one is the total interest earned was rupees 4,000. The second is the sum was invested for 4 years. So let's go for the same. That we have as follows, because this has been asked in the bank PO examination paper. So let's go for it. Here we know that R equals to 100 into SI upon principal into time. So now one gives simple interest equals to rupees 4,000. Second gives T equals to 4 years. But P is unknown. You cannot find R. So given data is insufficient to get R. So here we go for with the option, that is the option D. If the data in the is better in this statement, 1 and 2 together are not sufficient to answer the question, so we'll go with option D. That is will be the right answer for this particular question. So we'll go for D option. Now we go for the further one, and that is the another important question is your 84th question of the session, and that the question we have here: the simple interest on a sum of money is rupees 50. What is the sum? This has been asked in the RBI examination paper. The first statement is that the interest rate is 10% per annum, and the second is that the sum earned simple interest in 10 years. So let's go for the same. So now we go for it. This has been asked in RBI examination paper, and here we go. So given rupees 50. So first give R equals to 10% per annum. Second gives T equals to 10 years. Sum equals to 100 into SI upon T into R, that is time into rate, equals to rupees 100 into 50, 10 into 10. So 0 being cancelled here. It will 10 into 5 is your rupees 50. So thus 1 and 2 together give the answer. So you will be having a correct answer. E option, that is will be right answer for this particular question. Now we go for it. The another one is your 85th question of the session, and the question is how much money did X invest? The statement 1 is an increase in the rate of the interest from 4.7% to 5.1% per annum increases his yearly income by 25. So the second statement is that the sum invested get doubled when invested at 8% per annum for 12.1/2 years. So how much money does X invest? an increase in the rate of interest from 4.7 by 8% to 5.1 by 8% per annum, increases his yearly income so let's go for the same. Income by rupees 25. The second one, the second statement we have here, the sum invested gets doubled when invested at 8% per annum for 12 1 by 2 years. So we go for the solution here itself, and that is we get the answer as well. So here we go. So suppose X invest rupees X, first gives R1 equals to 39 by 8%, R2 equals to 41 by 8%, increases in SI equals to rupees 25, X into 1 into 41 upon 8 100 minus X into 1 into 39 upon 8 upon 100 equals to 25. So 41x minus 39x equals to 25 into 800. So x equals to 25 into 800 upon 2 equals to 10,000. Thus 1 only gives the answer. Second gives SI equals to rupees X, R equals to 8%, and T equals to 25 by 2 years. So P equals to 100 into SI upon R into T equals to 100 into X upon 8 into 25 into 2. Thus P is not obtained. Thus P is not obtained, and 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, and second is not sufficient to get the answer. So we'll go for the option that has been the A option, and that is A option will be the right answer for this particular question. Now we're going to end up with this, and we'll discuss the rest in the next coming class, so that you will get all the information regarding towards it. So that is will be the 86th question. We'll discuss about it, and in all your 278th class of the session. So thank you, hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Thank you.